Hey everyone, Heather here from 907 Crafty Life, back with another Halloween card. This will probably be the last one I'll be doing for the season. So, what I used is from Whimsy Stamps. It is called a Halloween Scream. So all I did was I took him, the gravestone, and this poor little guy running, and I just lined it up in my Misty and I stamped it. That's all I did. There's another card out there by one of the designers similar to this. However, there's one where the grass is like cut out by a die, and then it looks like she fussy cut these out, but I just made mine flat. So my end result of what I'm getting is this card. So I started out doing this and I colored the guys, and I will not color figures on a video because it takes me forever. So basically what I did is I took my Copics. So for the grass, I kind of just went in with G21, G24, and G28. And so I can briefly show you. So what I do is, not the chisel, but I start with the brush. I do end with the chisel. I kind of just go along. Let's see if I can be in frame. I'm trying not to make this video as long as the last one. Ooh, that was long, I'm sorry. And so I'll go out and outline it. But before I do, let's slip this under so that I can keep my mat somewhat clean. And so for now, I just go around outlining everything so that when I go in with my darker colors, I don't hit my images or let it bleed into my images. And I'm sure there's a wrong way and a right way to do all this, but this is my way that I feel comfortable doing. And see, as I go along, I'm going to outline my images. So what are you all up today? It's Saturday here. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like today. I don't want to know because I think it's supposed to get some snow later in the week. Y'all, I'm not ready for the snow yet. I know I live in Alaska and I get it. You can still not want snow and still be in Alaska. We don't do snowboarding or any outdoor winter. Occasionally we would go ice fishing, but we haven't been, and I really don't want to I have an anxiety with the earthquakes. So the last place I want to be is on a lake. And so maybe if we went more inland, it would be okay. We don't snowmobile. We haven't really yet. We don't have a snowmobile. I think my husband has done it once and he kind of liked it, but he wasn't like 100% sold onto it. Like that would be something we would want to invest in at the time, so we'll see. I'm gonna surprise him this winter with like a tour snowmobile ride and see if that might be something we're interested in. We're not fond of the cold. We don't like the cold. He has arthritis in his back, so it bothers him. And I'm a desert girl. I grew up in the desert, so I don't do cold. Yes, I know, I'm in Alaska. I get it, I get it. Again, I can still love the state and not enjoy the winter. It just means I have more crafty time. That's how I look at it. So basically, that's what I do. Kind of outline it, and then I'll go in with my chisel and just fill it all in. so I can get those brush strokes. So I'll put the first layer down, and then once I do that, I'll go in with the next layer. I forgot to do right there. It's okay, it's all good. It's just a homemade card, it's all good. You gotta remember 95% of the people just throw the cards away. And there, grass is colored. So then I'm gonna go back in with my G24, and I'm just gonna kind of go underneath the images, like I can't talk. And not necessarily just kind of casting shadows. I'm just scribbling, really. I'm not being perfect. It's meant to be a quick card. So I'm gonna go in with my G28. I'm gonna do the same thing, but not as much. Create more of a darker. And then we'll go back in and just blend it out a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect. Just whatnot. Do have lots to do today. I have my grandson's birthday banner I gotta make. We're doing dinosaurs. And then I gotta roast all my pumpkins and get them in the freezer for the holidays. And then I thought I'd surprise my husband and make dinner. We'll see how it goes. I promised him enchiladas. Again, we'll see how I feel. Because work has been crazy. I'm sure everybody's work is getting crazy. I am a paralegal, so we have a trial coming up, which I'm excited for the clients because it's been long overdue and it's much needed. And so that's all I'm gonna do. And the streaks don't bother me. To me, it's whatever. I know it's not card perfect, but it is what it is. And so there. And so that's how I do my ground. Just like that. And then right now the darkest of shadows, I'll go back in and darken it up just a touch and not blend it out and just leave it. So for the sky, what I do is I go in with the BV25 and I just color the same way I did this, except for I don't do any highlighting. And so that turns out like this. However, this one I went up and instead of going across, and I don't like how I did up. But I'm gonna use it anyways, I'm not gonna waste it. And so once this dries, then I go in with my white gel pen. Any white gel pen will work, it doesn't matter. And so I just go in and do a little highlighting. I don't follow a color or a light source, I just go where it feels natural to me. I will have a moon in this, so he's a little, I knocked that down just a little too much. do is because you gotta have a starry night. I miss starry nights here in Alaska. Well, not here in Alaska, period. We don't get to see the stars at night in Alaska in the summer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around the whole sky and just do my dots. And so when I'm done with all my dots, it looks like that. And so and then once this is dry, then I'm gonna go in and add my sentiments, which is, pull those out. The weight, and we're gonna do so we'll do the sentiments, but first, before we do that, I want a moon, so we're gonna do a moon. Let's see, got a piece of paper right here. And so really the only moon stamp I have at this moment is this mini moon from Altenew layering stamp. We'll use this. And with this one, I usually like to start with the craters. And then I'm going to go in for my craters. I'm going to go in with Rainy Day from the scrapbook.com hybrid inks. Bought the whole set so I can do layering stamps to go with the Altenew. And you know what? I am not disappointed. I kind of like them. Might have to go get re-inkers for them if they have them. Again. And I'm sorry for the glare. I'm trying to stop the glare. I don't know what else to do besides I have to change my lights. Which for me would be okay, because then I wouldn't have to talk to Alexa. My lights are hooked up to Alexa. Let's see, we can try to line this up. Let's see if we have that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So this one, we're gonna go in with Fog. That came out pretty good. I'll go back in one more time. And there we have it. So we'll put him away. We're still gonna need the Misty, I forgot. I'm gonna do sentiments. So what I did is I took the coordinating die. Oop. I'm gonna cut them out. And then I cut out a little piece of black because I wanna kind of tuck it behind. And then I took some vellum, and I cut them out. You can probably barely see it. If I got black cardstock, that would work out better. I cut out 2 clouds, and that I used this cloud set. I used the 2 little ones, and that's from Paper Roses. So, and so that we'll have that as our background. Oops. Of course, I lost all that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to stamp our sentiment. So I think I'm going to put my moon there. Just go like that. As I bump it again, does anybody else keep bumping their stuff and moving it around after you just get it done? Or is it just me? It's just me. So with this one, we're going to heat emboss. Before we do, we're going to, oops. Have your Stampin' Buddy there. There's done. Now I'm going to take this white embossing powder. It's a detailed white from Wow. Soft to the side. And then we're going to take our heat gun and quickly set that. Before we do, I want tweezers because I don't want to burn my fingers. So, excuse the noise. I'm going to set it now. And there you go. All done. And so next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my moon image. So there's just a little bit peeking out, because it's going to go right there. And then I'm going to take the biggest cloud. I'm going to cut it in half. with this, I'm just gonna use this, what is this? It's an easy runner for vellum. Not the most friendliest to use, but it'll do. Only one right there. And then I'm gonna lay one right there. And then tape him right there. Then I'll take my small. I don't even know why I'm using the small one, because really you can't really see it. So trim that out. And so the next thing I did was, it needs a mat. I just run this across the edge because I don't like the white edge on the cut. For 20 minutes, so I'm going to quickly put the front of this card together. And so this is going on a slimline card. A mini slimline card, let's get that straight. Sorry. So there's that. And then we're gonna, I love my mats. I'm a mat girl. The sun is starting to shine, so it's peeking right in my eyeballs. Then we're gonna put it on this mat. However, we have to get it straight. Good enough. And so that will go on my card base, if I can find it. So my card base is 110 pound, and since this is a mini, it measures 6 by 3.5. So I'm gonna have to fix that too. These are by a quarter, or not a quarter, but 1/8 of increments. Nope. And once that's down, that's down. So the black mat would be so if it's 5.5, it's 3 3/4, or 5 3/4. And so the white mat is 1/8 down from there, and then my panel is 1/8 down there. So that's how it goes. So I'm gonna put this on my card. And so I have a nice little window border. So that's my card. And then I finished it up and I added just a couple of sparkling gemstones, which are from Michael's. And then all I did for the inside of the card was just stamp this in, I believe it was, yeah, rainy day, and then just a sentiment. So I have room to write if I want. So I kept it pretty simple. Figured that was good enough. So thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.